Hey Ophiuchus, welcome to your general love read. You are getting crazy late night Barbie. All right. For those of you that are new, welcome. I am an intuitive. I'm an energy channel. So sometimes what Spirit shows me in the deck is not going to be traditional. Just take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. Okay, for the rest of you, you know I love you. I know that we're not supposed to play favorites with our children, right? But Ophiuchus is my favorite. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You guys are so special to me. You are my muses, right? You just bring me so much joy. And I just love you so much. Ophiuchus is not just to me the sign between Scorpio and Sagittarius. Ophiuchus resonates with me as being the sign for those that are ascending, the sign that resonates for those that are in divine relationships or seeking that divine relationship, maybe even within themselves, the sign that resonates with being starseeds and like beyond that scope. That's what Ophiuchus means to me. So at the end of the reading, I will go over to Patreon. It is where I do donation based, where you pay what you can each month. Some months maybe you go up, some months maybe you go down. I give extendeds over there and some sneak peeks, early access, and then you can also donate down below. But the easiest thing to always do is just click on that like, let other people know about the channel. We've been plugging along. I actually think that Spirit has held it back because Spirit was like, well, we're not going to let you get like way out there before you get rid of this karmic thing that's living in your house. So I think that's where we've been. And so I'm very excited because I feel like we're going to have like this big growth spurt. And that just makes me happy. I think that's also why I suddenly feel like it's time. So Ophiuchus, you may not know that the next book has finished, Souls in the Light Field, and I'm editing it, and then I will get it out there for sale. It's going to be a little more novella length because Spirit was like, nope, this is where we want it cut off, and I asked for some of your opinions, and some of you were like, yes, that needs to get out there. So that is where it is going. So hopefully in the next month, the new book will be available. I should have some sort of a pre-order available in a couple of weeks, and I will let you know, okay? So let's get going. You are, yeah, I was getting almost the very first thing was grounded, okay? But you're in very high awareness. Even though you are grounded, you're getting a lot of downloads, okay? But there's something you know. You know in the summer, there's something coming where you need to be grounded. And it would be interesting to go back and look at the 2023, right, forecast and see like what was coming in the summer, because it's talking about you need to be grounded then. There is this past energy fighting with you, okay? But you're like, no, I'm playful, right? Like Barbara's weird little hair today. I'm playful, I'm having fun, I'm being lighthearted, I'm not letting anything get me down. But there's still this sort of hanging, because they gave me the conditioning where usually it's that lion energy breaking free, that rebirth energy, but it's hanging there and it's kind of looking for somebody to help it. And it's because there's a heavy burden on your heart that is still keeping you from really accessing that full freedom. Now, I did want to share with you, the reason I've got my phone out is because old song that I haven't thought of for forever. I actually wrote a screenplay called Degenerates, very youth-oriented, about kind of like, it was very reminiscent of Blink-182, and these kids were trying to get to their show, get into their rock show, okay? But girl at the rock show came into my head as I was clearing the deck for you. And the part that it kept coming through with was, because I fell in love with the girl at the rock show. She said, what? And I told her that I didn't know. She's so cool, gonna sneak in through her window. Everything's better when she's around. I can't wait till her parents go out of town. I fell in love with the girl at the rock show. So, very old song, but I love in here it says, right, like it's black and white picture of her on my wall. I waited for her call. She always kept me waiting. And if she ever got another chance, I'd ask her to the dance because she's kept me waiting. Right? Like there's almost like this, something that's been being waited on, whether it's on your end or their end. And all of a sudden it's like this awareness of, oh yeah, this is actually love. Like I'm actually in love. Okay, so beautiful energy. So let's see what's going on for you, Ophiuchus. And maybe some of you did fall in love at the rock show. I don't know. Okay. I think I knew well before that I was in love with my divine masculine. But when my divine masculine shared with me a piece of their soul, which did come from their music, I knew there was just that was mine. That was my heart. Okay. So let's see what's going on for Ophiuchus. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you. Underlying an ending. But there's the High Priestess, so you knew some cycle was ending here. Okay. Overview energy, we've got the King of Swords crossed by Temperance in reverse. You're looking at this truth, which is probably this burden that's keeping you from the rebirth. Okay. And it's almost like you're impatient to hurry and get your cup under there, right? Before it all gets away from you. What's still impacting you from the past is that cup was overflowing, right? Like there was a lot of love going on, but it still feels like it didn't completely connect, didn't completely latch in. Current energy is the Tower. Again, it could just be as much as that. Wait a minute, right? Divine timing, because they're really making me look at the clock. Like, wait a minute. Oh, crap. Like, I am in love. And I feel like somebody else got that energy. But I don't remember who it was. Because it's like I take the little CPU out when I'm done, and I just don't remember. But there's this Tower energy, okay? Future possibilities, strength, okay? Coming into a very divine union. This is somebody who has locked in to their soul path. They are feeling that divine feminine and divine masculine energy within themselves, not just within the connection. Okay, so really beautiful energy. I mean, it could be in Leo season, okay, but just something to keep in mind. Okay, King of Swords and the Nine of Swords again, right? Like it's almost like the overthinking about this truth is keeping you from full on going into the Ten of Swords, okay? Because you keep, as soon as you start getting towards there, you pull yourself back into your head, and it's like you're trying to blossom something, trying to keep something marinating before it moves forward. Now, of course, roles can be reversed, and this could be the third party storyline and not yours. Take it as it resonates. Eight of Pentacles and the Universe, right? Like you want to put some work in to this before it's over, right? You want to end the cycle, but you don't want to, it's like I don't want to lose this flame before it's completely out, right? And they're showing me, right, we've got the infinity here where it's very weak, very faint, but we've got the infinity here and it's very vibrant. So you're working on this process to sweeten the deal somehow so that your cup is full and you feel strong and that connection is connected. Okay, person, place, or thing. Ace of Cups. Okay, aspirations. You may have felt like this was out of reach for you. Okay, or at too much of a distance. Okay. But yeah, it definitely filled your cup again and again and again. All right. 10 of Cups, Justice, but that's what brings the 10 of Swords. So you've been down that 10 of Swords before where this flattened you. And it's like, no, I'm going to remain balanced, right? Like 10 of Cups completely gets overwritten by the 10 of Swords. So there's this energy that, right, I'm keeping it in the past, keeping it to a distance, because no matter how much I wanted it and loved it, that's exactly how much it hurt me and pained me. Okay. And yeah, those two things were equally balanced here. Okay. The Tower. Thank you. Cannot tell if that was just one or two. It was two. Okay. The Devil and the 7 of Cups. I think that you are so surprised because maybe you were heading in another direction, or maybe you thought that you were over all of this. But out of the shadows, up she jumped. And there's a realization here with the full moon that started to spark something in you that has made you go, I still want that cup. Okay. Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. You're not jumping in emotionally because you're not sure what direction to go, because I do feel like you feel like whatever was romantic here has mellowed out, perhaps to just a really good partnership, a really good friendship, right? Someone that you're just at home with, and it's almost like there's this not wanting to mess that up. Okay. Strength. The Hangman. Okay. I do feel like you've just been kind of waiting with this illumination for the right moment to hit out of the park, the Lovers. Divine timing, right? Both of these are waiting for the specific moment, the ripe moment, okay, to go after this. And then you're like, oh, there it is, right? And there's that strength. Beautiful. Let's clarify. 9 of Wands. Or, no, it's 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Could be, again, right? Like you're using the 9 of Swords kind of like the 9 of Wands. Kind of like a barrier to keep yourself from going to that 10 of Swords. The 6 of Swords. It's because you're transitioning. Okay? And you're like, I know that sword wants to come in here and just mess me up, but I'm just kind of flowing with the universe right now. Even in my burden, I'm just kind of flowing with the universe. 8 of Pentacles here with the universe. Yeah, the Hierophant. You're like, I'm just flowing. I'm doing the work that's being guided to me, right? Like I'm doing what I need to do in the moment, what the universe is asking me to do to keep this little bit of spark alive, to keep this little bit of sweetness alive, right? Knight of Swords. Again, there is a little bit of a feeling with the Temperance in reverse and the Knight of Swords. I do feel you have a little bit of an energy within you of trying to hurry up, right? Like I've got to hurry, I've got to rush a little bit. Feeling like you might not be fast enough to get there before that flame burns out. Okay, this distance here with the aspirations. Page of Wands. Maybe, and the 10 of Swords, right? Again, maybe this person bringing you joy, right? I bring you the 10 of Cups, and because I bring you the 10 of Cups, I bring you the 10 of Swords, right? There are some people that getting everything overwhelms them and they go into that place of numb, okay? Because that's where childhood took them, was to, this is too much. It's gonna hurt me. I'm just gonna go back into my numb space and keep myself protected. And that could have been what this was like, because this person brought such a joy and jubilance to your life that why would you pull back? But again, I almost feel a little bit of a mirroring there, that they maybe didn't give you, like, they maybe gave you the fun part, but they didn't actually say, oh, but I love you, Ophiuchus. Okay, and so there's this not sure, right? Like, I'm not sure if this is really love, because they turned. Okay, that 10 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 3 of Pentacles. You may have felt like there was third-party energy in here. But what they're showing me here is that the only key that had access was themselves. So what they showed you was true. Okay, 10 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. If there was third party, they already had 1 foot out of the door before you even showed up. So it wasn't that they were keeping you at a distance because of that. Okay, Justice, Ace of Wands. They were dubious. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's what Spirit's saying, dubious. They are dubious. I think I feel like that word means more of like jovial, but I don't know if I've ever heard dubious, but that's what they said. Maybe I'll have to go look that up when we're done with our reading, if I remember that word. But it's almost like it was a smokescreen. Like they were using their little magic wand to make you see the joy within them. But there was actually a very great sadness in this person. And maybe that's why you felt so sad, is because you were maybe pulling that from them and then projecting it onto yourself. Okay? The Devil with the 7 of Cups, Three of Swords in reverse crossing. Okay. All of a sudden, you understand why this hurt your heart so much. Okay. Yeah. And all of a sudden you realize that even without realizing that you were doing it, you were building a foundation with this energy because there's already roots there with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, crossed by the Five of Wands in reverse. You're being very cautious because you, again, I don't want to burn this down. I don't want to lose this friendship. I don't want to lose this connection. I don't want to screw things up. Okay. And again, that's the Tower. Because you know that it has everything. You're suddenly realizing, I love this Tower because the tree has already provided the acorns, okay, and the butterflies and the magic transformation and the seed to plant a new tree, okay? But you're just kind of standing there looking at it like, well, what the hell do I do with that? Because it's such a shock to the system. And it definitely could be just that you've come out of the portal and you're like, what? Okay. And you could have just looked at this person and they were doing something very simple. They could have been working and writing something, or they could have been talking and playing with kids or something. And it clicked in the just randomest moment. And now, again, you can't look at this person the same. But look, the future that's coming. We've got the, right, the lion with the rabbit. And there's the rabbit, right, sitting there in that poppy field, completely unaware that you've realized that you have feelings, okay? The Hangman, 10 of Cups. I'm waiting for the right moment to spring this 10 of Cups on you. Okay, what's trying to sneak out here? Yeah, look at that, the Hermit. Just sitting here waiting for the perfect moment to spring this on you. Okay, the Lovers. Knight of Cups. You're going to make a romantic gesture. And depending on who you resonate with here, whether it's this Knight or the Unicorn, if you resonate as the Knight, you're going to make a full-on romantic gesture and be like, oh, hey, why don't you come over, or let's meet up, right? However, if you are the Unicorn, you might show up and find that waiting so long that they're already preparing to date somebody else. Okay. What's trying to sneak out there? Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. And then if that happens, you have to go with work as usual, right? Strength. Okay, 8 of Swords. Spirit says, if you want this connection, you can't keep overthinking and keeping yourself locked in the should I open up or should I not open up sort of an energy. Yeah. Because if you keep it under the moon, nothing changes. Okay? King of Pentacles. And you end up not planting that seed. And that seems very sad and tragic to me. Here they want me to look in the middle. Yeah, because then there's the Knight of Wands. They get the strength, the other half of you. Okay. And I don't think that that is what you want. What else here? Spirit. Yeah. Okay. You have made your choice. You've already ended the cycle. But you're sitting here stagnant in between. Yeah, because you're waiting. Again, I've got strength, the sun. We had summer, which is also the sun. There's an energy here either that you, and I feel like this came out in Scorpios. In Scorpios Extended, I had like 4 or 5 like Leo and the suns at the end. And 2, somebody needed to hear that. And 2, Uranus. Okay. And so there's this part of you that's like waiting for that specific moment. And I think I looked it up, and there is a, I want to say August 28th. Somebody also needed to hear that, is that date. But that's a long time to wait if you already know how you feel about this person. Okay. Again, it could just be saying that this is someone with heavy Leo placement. But there's this energy of sitting here and being like, well, universe, if my cup's supposed to be full, it will get full. And that's the Tower. Okay, again, there's that holding back. Just like we started King of Swords, I'm waiting on, keeping that one sword at bay. Okay, when that one sword could be what cuts everything free for you to move towards this. See what the universe says. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, 8 of Swords. You are, and we've got, that's the garden, and we've got the 9 of Swords, the anchor, right? And you've got the 8 of Swords, you've got the 9 of Swords, got the 10 of Swords, right? You've anchored yourself in to this working relationship where you can't manifest beyond that. You're afraid to go back into that 10 of Swords, back into that hurt that felt like it blocked out that love. Okay, but what that does is it also blocks out your wish. Yeah, okay. 7 of Swords in reverse. I feel like you already know what you want to say to this person, and you may have written it down a million times in your head. It's just delivering it, and that could just be talking about delivering the message, having the conversation, right? Because what you're blocking yourself from here, the coffin, is if I have this conversation, if I go here, then it could end everything. But the communication is actually the path forward. It's the key to your heart, and it's what you're seeking, right? That's that truth. Okay, I've got the King of Swords on the bottom, and the King of Swords in this deck is the lily, which is a very sweet flower for me because my daughter had a book, and it was this flower book, and when we get to the lily, and I'd go, lily of the valley, and then I'd tickle her, and I'd go, lily of the valley, right? And that's that playfulness But it's also that one sword that you're looking at. If I tell the truth, then I could hurt myself. But if you don't tell the truth, then you could hurt yourself. Okay? That sword needs to drop. The snake. Shed the old skin. Allow yourself to move into your heart and into your throat chakra. And just speak what you want to speak. Because sitting in the stagnation is what that burden is on your heart. And that's why you're not going through the rebirth. Okay? So I am going to move over to Patreon and take a look at this energy that's coming towards you. And that link will be down below. If this is where we leave it, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Hit that notification bell so that you know when I drop a video. And I hope to see you soon. Okay? Much love, guys. Bye.